Howdy, my name's Alex Chin, and this is one of my interviews for my CRE. I'm interviewing my friend Caden Hack. So the first question: how have your family's beliefs and values shaped your worldview and decision-making processes?
Um, so my family, we're a devout Christian Catholic family, and our beliefs and values center on that mostly. Um, so I was raised, always do the right thing, no matter who's looking. Sacrifice, that's a big thing. Being a servant, and then that tied into um, my leadership positions, and that's when I really discovered servitude is a great thing, not only for yourself because it makes you feel good, but then um, for the people that you serve, they gain a friend and they gain your trust, and they really get to know you as a person. So it's gone from being just like a family teaching and belief into my leadership style really. So I'm thankful for that, especially because it's opened many doors in my life. Um, because too many people think being a leader is just about yelling and getting things done, so they don't try to build the rapport with the people they're leading. And I'm just thankful that I was raised to understand that leading is something different, and I've been able to tie that into my life. So yeah.
Awesome. Can you recall a time when differing values within your family led to conflict or tension? And if so, how did that affect you?
Um, yeah, this is gonna sound stupid, but my mom reads way too much Facebook. She's chronically online. She's finally off of Facebook, but she's replaced it for Instagram. So I don't know if that's better. But the cooking reels she sends me, I'm a fan of those. But basically, she was on Facebook too much at one point and fell into the trap of vaccines cause autism and all the boomer stuff. So yeah, as a man of science, I did not believe that for an instant, and I did my own research and found that that's just not. There's no foundable evidence behind that, and if there is, there's very little. So we would get into arguments about that all the time, and just friendly little family arguments. She would always be like, "Fine, if you get autism, I'm not going to help you," and I was like, "There's nothing to help, Mom. I don't know what you think autism is." So it never really affected me. It was just funny little, arguments over family reunion, Thanksgiving dinner type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy uncle says something, except this time it's my mom spouting Facebook nonsense.
Got it. So you guys were close enough where even though there was some just disagreements and some things, at the end of the day, you're still family.
At the end of the day, we just laugh about it and move on.
Gotcha. All right, last set of questions. How has your family's heritage and cultural background influenced your sense of identity and belonging?
What a great question, sir. Can't tell. I'm an incredibly pasty Caucasian man, but that has played zero part in my life whatsoever, other than being called a colonizer sometimes, but at least that's funny. My parents raised me. Color doesn't matter, and that really helps because I'm colorblind, so I can't see it anyway. But colors never mattered to me. It's all about who you are on the inside. And like I said earlier, we're a big Catholic family. Those are our main core values. And my mom has a saying. My mom has a bunch of sayings. She's proverbial book of wisdom, that one. But one of her favorite sayings is, "What color is your soul?" Because souls don't have colors. And another one of her favorite sayings is, "Are you a soul with a body or a body with a soul?" And our school of thinking, you are a soul piloting a body, because when you die, your body dies, but your soul doesn't. And your soul doesn't have colors. So our heritage as Catholic Christians has really, given me that window to seeing that race, gender, ethnicity, whatever, doesn't matter. It's all about who you are as a person on the inside. And looking at my friend groups, people I choose to talk to, people I don't choose to talk to, there is no pattern. It's not like oh, I only talk to these people because they believe in this, or these people because they look like that. I think that's stupid, and it makes me really mad when people do that, because you are the greatest people I know don't look like me, and I'm glad that they don't, because it would get really boring looking at myself all day, because I'm not the best to look at. But the people that I choose to surround myself with are the best people on the inside that I could have ever asked for. I know they'll be there for me in a heartbeat if I needed them to. I know they'd take bullets for me. I'd take bullets for them. So my culture, my heritage as being white, being Catholic, being straight has no bearing on my life almost whatsoever, because other than my beliefs as a Catholic, of course, but has no bearing on who I surround myself with, because I choose to judge people based on, you know, their weight in their soul and their morals, and not what they look like or how they act. It's more about, you know, the person that they are, not the person that they look like.
Gotcha. I like that answer. Last question. Have you ever felt pressure from your family regarding cultural expectations? And if you have, how does that affect your personal choices and relationships?
No, no pressure whatsoever. My family's really good about sitting down and talking about things. I am a science-based individual. I'm a STEM major, unfortunately. I don't know if you can tell, but the bags under my eyes are from coding for 20 plus hours this week. Yay. So I would always question at church. So this is just a small example, because there's really no cultural pressure in my family, but I would always question things at church. And my mom would always be like, well, you know, it's good to ask questions, and especially about things that you can't see, can't touch, can't feel. And then she would use that to educate me, because there's no pressure in a family that chooses to have a conversation and educate and have a like just talk about it. There's no, I don't care what you have to say, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that because of who I am. You have to be who I am. My parents don't operate like that. They would rather like sit me down, have a conversation, and be like, do you see why we believe in this? I'm like, yes, no, yes. Well, we get it. We understand. Like, you can believe what you want. And at the end of the day, their conversations always made sense. There was no pressure, felt no pressure to believe anything, anything about my culture or what I choose to do as a person, except my ex, but we don't talk about that. That's the only relationship that they pressured me to get out of, and they were right about that one. Yikes.
Yes, they were. That's besides the point.
Were. That's besides the point. Good times, not really. So yeah, no pressure from my family. We're more of a, you know, sit down, talk about things, you know, you understand. You've met my parents.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Do you think that way of thinking and growing, like being raised that way, has helped you have stronger relationships? Because instead of shying away from conflict, you kind of like, okay, this was bothering me, let's talk about it, kind of get it all out on the table.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I mean, I avoid conflict as much as I can, but I'm not going to sit down and take it. You know me.
Yeah.
I will light you up in a heartbeat if what you're doing is stupid and you deserve it.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah, well, sometimes you deserve it, bud.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. It's okay. It goes both ways.
Oh, it does.
But
love you.
Love you too. No. All right. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
No, absolutely.